Hello guys, this is Buster Chero. You can call me Chero like other my friend gamers that call me. Um, I'm kind of a new to YouTube and I'm trying to share with you guys something really cool that I've learned in Empyrion. This is just me setting up some window panels. Later on, I will explain what am I doing here. Actually, this was quite a bad idea. I think there's a better way to do this, but I will explain later on. I'm actually see that's one of the entrances in my base right there. I'm actually really interested in building a huge base underwater. This is just a start. I'm gonna make a little lounge and I'm gonna share with you how I did it. Um, Probably a sound is a little bit too too uh, this master sound is a little bit too high. I hope so you don't mind, and I hope so you can hear me speaking loud enough. Um, as I said, this is my first video that I'm actually doing like this. This is post editing and I'm narrating afterwards. I was thinking that I was recording when I when I actually did this. As you can see, this is me coming down from the water underground into the um, controlled room with a fan and everything. Just gonna grab some blocks because we're gonna build some stuff under the water. And as I said, this is you have to have it. I'm in a depth where you have to have controlled environment in order to survive because very fast temperature goes up to 45, 48 degrees and um, it doesn't matter what kind of suit you have or anything. It's just pretty much hard to work down there. So I build that. Um, but and of course you do know that all the green stuff is the build mode. So here we go. Another interchange. A drone. See, that's one of the bugs I found out in the latest batch that came out, especially if you build underwater. It does not read all of the sides of the blocks, and see it right there. It would read it, and then from one side it will show that it doesn't, and then you look at it from the other side, and it shows that side as being seen, like that. Um, but that's something they might actually have to take a look. This part up here that we're looking at, it's a part of another base because I've used a base starter as a lineup block, and I can show you later on what I actually did. How do I dig underneath in a straight line, which is pretty much difficult unless you actually do some kind of a lineup. I'm going to remove some of the dirt and some of the stuff. We're going to actually make a little platform down here, like just a basic platform that we can actually later on hollow out from below, and that's what's going to be a lounge. Um, the particles of the water and the blocks below, they're actually going to stay separate. Um, See, that's the same thing, same bug, but you can work around there. It's no problem. The blocks are still being read and as a full blocks. So as I said, I haven't seen people build underwater a lot, and I'm kind of a person that actually likes to find out how the things works when where nobody else actually can do it. I like to find out, and this is one of the things that I really like to do. And Empyrean is one of my favorite games. I mean, there's unlimited possibility of building in here, and water is one of the few places where actually people do not build. Um, I've seen people build above the water, but under or below, I haven't seen people do that. Um, and I watched quite a few YouTubers do all kinds of builds. As a matter of fact, I need to give a shout out to Cage and Lift Pizzas. They kind of got me hooked up on this. I watched those guys play all kinds of and build all kinds of stuff. A few others have done it as well. I'm sorry if I forgot your names, but there's There's quite a few of them that I have watched. Some of them I'm even subscribed for. Um, it's just endless possibilities of doing builds. Whether you build spaceships, hover vessels, or small vessels, or bases. But primarily, I like to build underwater, and this is one of the things that I really like to do. Um, I will actually try to make an entire city, if possible, if I can find a bigger place with enough resources to bigger planet with enough resources to actually do that. I have seen Lift Pizzas having a great seed with a very little land, and he built this humongous structure above. Um, I was like, why wouldn't you build below? Look at the water. Look how many space you have down there. Ah, but um, never mind. See, right now I'm actually covering the cement blocks with windows, and they will actually hold. That will actually serve as a barrier because those blocks are actually serving as an entire half block um, by 4 blocks, by 2 blocks, as you can see. Um, or is that that's an entire block? Yeah, that's not a half block. That's an entire block. There are the other ones, the smaller ones. They're a half block. But I kind of looked at it there, and nah, that's too small. That's not enough. We we gotta make it a little bit bigger. So I'm adding more blocks, and I'm gonna be adding more stuff. And a little bit later on, um, uh, you'll see me go back to the previous build over there to the right and try to fill it up. Um, as I was saying, um, one of the things that you really need to pay attention to is the interaction between the dirt realm and the water realm. Um, it is actually they're actually overlapping a block, and you need to have this base 1 block layer in order to have this working out. There is a workaround if you want to raise it up, but it it would take a little bit of work. Fill up tool is a handy thing to use there. As you can see, um, there's another thing right there that a seaweed sticking in the corner of the block. You there used to be that at one point you just simply see another block is would actually stay on top of that one, but in my previous build video that I haven't actually shown, I haven't uploaded. I need to find it. I think I have it recorded somewhere. I have um, been building that. I have actually seen that you cannot place, and even here you probably will be seeing that you cannot place it anymore. But in that particular block, it would actually stay in that corner, and that's something that came out with the last patch. Another thing that actually came with the last patch is that you cannot actually remove them anymore with your tool. You used to be able to, now you're not able anymore. Now I'm outside of the water, and now I'm in again. And this is the part where I actually try to fill this up. Um, but as I said, it's a much better if you actually fill it up first, then cover it with either blocks, and then with the windows. It works much better. This is just trying to show you how the actual uh, how did I actually work the first time. Um, I built this room, a huge room underneath the water, and it was filled up with water. And I just start using drone, and I filled the whole thing up with the dirt with the fill up tool. The water was gone. I've removed the dirt again, and I had the room empty. There was no water, there was no dirt. Then I just simply went outside. I placed the blocks on the outside, actually windows on the outside, and another layer of blocks. Then I got back in remove the blocks from the inside and the window stayed. But there was an overlap of one where there were used to be blocks. There was an overlap of one block side of water, and you could actually be inside the room and move back and forward. But here is the way I did it. And I thought this would be pretty much the same, but it's not. Actually, it's much more difficult. It wasn't really that great. It's just one of those things that you actually need to do first and then realize that they were wrong. Um, this would be much, much easier if you actually would have um, um, filled it up without these window panels up, then cover them, cover the dirt with an actual blocks, cement or steel blocks, depends on what you like to use. I use cement mostly because they're pretty much the cheapest one, and you can get materials anywhere. Um, and then put the glass panels, and then remove everything from inside, and you would have the room. It wouldn't be that difficult. It wouldn't be that problem. But anyway, this is just me trying to show you that it is possible. Because after you do this, after you fill this up, there will be no water in here. Well, at least technically not. I haven't tried this since last couple of months. Since my last build under the water, and I'm actually going to try and let you know how does it work out. Well, you can actually tell me as well. Would you like me to try it? You know, how do you think? This is one of my first videos uploading on YouTube, and I'd like to know what do you think about it. Is this something you were interested in? Just tell me down in the comments below. I'd welcome it. Let me know what you think. Do tell me if you would like me to build something, or if whatever. I just would like to see interaction happening, guys. I like to build stuff, and I like to see how what other people's build and how other people play this game, because it's so fun. It really is so fun. Um, it will be so nice to have an entire base on the underground. I already have. I think right after I'm uploading this video, I'm gonna actually go and try and make that small vessel um, underground garage, and we'll see. Now I'm actually counting. I'm actually counting the number of blocks. Um, when am I going to hollow out? Um, I'm actually going to close off this entire section and include this whole thing. This whole thing is going to go into that lounge. Um, I'm going to place another door right there behind me, behind the drone. Um, yeah. Um, yep, right there. That's going to be closed off. As soon as I actually, yeah, place the door down there, it's going. Yeah, I forgot. I need to fix that one right there. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, fill up used to work. Yeah, I needed a removal, buddy. Uh, you can tell I'm not the best commentator of my own videos. Well, video. Um, I'm trying. I'm willing to learn. Yeah, right there. And one more, and we're done. We're done with this part. We're going to be very soon done with another part. I'm going to be placing a door to the corner in the left. That's a little bit of a nitpicking, then a bit more nitpicking. Yeah, the door is going to be right there. And again, nitpicking. Seriously, nitpicking? Come on, get it done. Move out. Yeah, those doors are actually going to go down right there in the corner below, and this whole thing is going to be hollowed out. And I will probably post that in the next video. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know. Well, do you like it? You not like it? Thank you guys.